Yes. Back again. Coffee Break with JN is back again. Motown Philly back again. What a little East Coast swing. Coffee break going off. Not too hard. Not too soft. Well, hello. You guys, welcome back. This is my Scott Pilgrim point. Well, hello and welcome back to Coffee Break with JN. You know the routine. Like my man Samak says, you know the name. Yo, we got a full house, you guys. Stone Cold Steve Conley, I would be remiss if I did not shout out the world heavyweight champion of webcomics, Stone Cold Steve Conley. I remiss you. I am in remission. I miss you so much. Hello, well, hello, well, hello, well, hello. Yo, we got a whole lot of superstars up in here. Let's do a roll call. Yo, and the YouTube is jumping. Somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago, they're like, yo, I got on, and I was just like in this room by myself. Yo, the party's over at YouTube, y'all. Even though I'm streaming in a couple of places, I'm streaming on my personals. That's another Philly thing. Yo, it's my personal joint, my personal Facebook account, and then also the Pencil to Pencil Facebook page, and also the Pencil to Pencil YouTube channel. And everybody kind of congregates on the YouTube channel. So if you want this rich ore of friendship, jump on over to the YouTube channel, streaming on youtube.com/pencil to pencil. All right, let's see who's in attendance tonight. A lot of people showed up for group. You know about group. You know we all meet at the rec center every other week, because if you showed up last week and it was dark in there, you was on the wrong week, yo. You didn't get the memo. We pull up to the rec center, and you know there's always free parking at the busted meter with the paper bag over it. Yo, I see all my favorite people up in here. I see, yo, my man Ben Harvey, my favorite student that has become a smash hit success. Hello, Ben. One of these days, Ben's going to stop answering my phone calls. Well, hello. You know El Boogie up in these streets, LJ Dubs, El Jamal Walton. I keep pointing. Yo, I'm like him. This is like my next Scott Pilgrim point. Well, hello, El Jamal. Yo, I see Ronaldo. Yeah, I haven't gotten that mouse fixed yet. We might see some mouse droppings tonight. I see one of the new caffeines. You know the caffeines. Hold on. Where's the John? I got too many things. You know the caffeines, friends and regulars. Not decaf. Of Coffee Break with Jay and D Fish. Hello, D Fish. How are you? D Fish is in attendance. Let's see. I see my man Bill O'Donnell. What up, Bill? Bill is one of the nicest people in comics. You know how we say that. It's a beautiful person with a beautiful mind, Russell Crowe. Hello, Bill. Good to see you. See my man Ronaldo. I see Mama Carla. Everybody give thanks and high praise to the matron saint of Coffee Break with JN, Mama Carla. Hello, Mama Carla. How you feeling tonight? I see Matt Waringo of the famous Waringo Dynasty. Well, hello, Matt. Yo, I see Duke P and Dubs in the building. Some of my favorite Patronuses holding it down on the Patreon. What up, Duke? Good to see you, yo, Joe. That's right. Ronaldo knows where the toast is buttered. The P and Dubs in the building. Yo, I see Suze. What up, Suze? Suze Pose in the building. We got to do a Suze Pose tonight. Who else snuck in here? I see a lot of the same. Oh, Bill Wiss. What up, Bill? Good to see you. Well, hello. Hello back. What's going on with you guys? First, oh, Miguel. What up, Miguel? Oh, hi. Well, hello. Steve, good for joining us. Everybody loves Steve Conley in the chat. Yo, we made it. We outside, y'all. That's right. Complete with the kick. Yo, what up, Paul Pate? Paul Pate in the building. Yo, yo, what up, Tremaine? Yo, we got a lot of people up in here. I love it. I love it. Just showing up for group. That's right. Tell them, Suze. Let's not bring any decaf up in here, because you know what? There's a cardinal rule of coffee break. We don't do decaf up in this piece. No decaf up in this Major Falcon, this Mickey Ficky, this Humpty Dumpty. You know it. That's right. Team Coffee up in this joint. I love it. Steve Conley was just out of the studio for a while. He was at a very sus sounding gaming convention called Game Hole. And I've been roasted him for weeks after going to Game Hole. Pause. Steve, how was Game Hole? Tell us all about it. And look at that, Mama Carla, feeling it with my soul tonight. You know we share that love. You guys, we got a full house. I love that we're all back here. You might see my lighting's a little different. My God light blew out, so I gotta get another joint. If any of my electrician friends could tell me exactly what this bulb is, I'll go get it. And do any of you guys have junk drawers? Pause. Do you have a space in your house that just kind of you keep stuff that you don't know what else to do with? Because I swear, when this thing blew out the last time, this I've had this task lamp for a long time, and it's all jerry rigged. The base broke off once, and one of my neighbors helped me like Tetris something together to make it work, and then the light bulb, the LED busted. So I went to the Home Depot, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I think I took the old bulb with me, and I was just trying to like matchy match. And I bought like a set of the wrong ones, and then I got the right ones. And I swore I bought two of each. Now I don't know where that bulb went. And all my little hidey holes where I pause, where I would put something like that, it's not there. So did I buy another one? So maybe let's talk about that. Do you have a junk drawer? And what's in it? And is it just stuff that you amass that you just can't throw out? Like when you build something from IKEA and there's always extra stuff in there, do you just like put that in your toolbox or in a like a like where is the thing? I know I put it somewhere. So let's talk about that. Bill says, as an AV engineer, it's called my office. So many random wires. I gotta disrobe, y'all. So many random wires, connectors, and bulbs. Yo, facts. So remember, some of you remember that in my former life, I worked in higher education, and one of my favorite departments was the AV guys. I always loved the AV guys, or IT, and I was always friends with those guys. And there was one. This is years ago. There was one summer where I just needed extra money, and uh, one of the guys in IT was like, "Jamar, you want to come over here and work?" I was like, "Yo, what do you need me to do?" "Oh, we're just gonna go through the rooms and like make sure all the projector bulbs are straight, or maybe we gotta like clean up the wires underneath the podiums." I was like, "I get to run wire? Yo, bet. Say less." And I had a great time. I had a great time, and I think one of the things was, and this is no knock on what they do, because what they do, the campus wouldn't run without them. But I love for that one moment that I wasn't in charge, and I could just go, "Yeah, what do you need me to do?" And they're like, "Jamar, so he's awesome. You just ask him to do something, he does it." You know? And it was like a vacation to me. They're like, I come in and, like, my boss was, like, 13 years old. He was like, I don't know, like, it was like a sophomore or something. I'll just call him Ricky. "Hey, Ricky, what's going on? I signed in. What do you need me to do?" Can you go to, I don't know, Erasmus Hall and all the rooms on the first floor we need to key in and make sure all the stuff's there. And I would just, got do my wire run. I had it all up. I'm really bad at folding stuff, but I got my over the shoulder fold. Loved it. All right, let's see. Matt says our house is a junk drawer. I feel that. Duke says we used to have a junk drawer, but we finally retired it and found places for all the things. There's sort of a junk tote in the garage now, but not a junk drawer in the kitchen. I know the junk tote. Does a junk tote has like extension cords in it and like little plugs? Pause. And, and like all those things that need to go somewhere, but you don't know where they go. That's a good one. The junk tote. Ronaldo says regarding my LED light bulb, that's how they get you. You really only need one bulb for forever. When it does finally go again, you have to buy them again. They know you lose the extras. You know it. But of course, when I was looking for this, I found the ones that didn't fit. Pause. And they also know that it's rare that you're going to actually go back and return stuff. I just put this one away. I don't know why I kept it because when I looked, I was like, "Oh, I found. Wait, these don't fit. Why do I have this?" Ugh, perfect junk drawer material. Paul Pate, what up, Paul Pate? Paul Pate says only 6 or 7 junk drawers around the house. I had to check them all the other day because I knew I had some two-way tape. It's got to be. It's got to be there somewhere. Mama Carla, sewing notions, USB cords, hex wrenches. Yeah, because like when you get those, when you put those little things together and they give you the Allen wrenches or the hex wrenches, and you don't throw them out, you just put them with the other 9,000 Allen wrenches you have. But when something gets loose and you go to tighten it, you can never find the right one. I used to have, it was for, we had some, and in our old apartment, we had a really like a high counter in the kitchen, and we bought like kitchen stools to put under them, and they were so specific that and I sat at them all the time that they would always get loose, and it was a very specific Allen wrench that would work on it, and I would always lose this thing. It would drive me crazy. So I think I finally just took it out of the rest. I took it out of its home. I took it away from the pack, and I just taped it underneath one of the stools, so I knew exactly where it was. Ronaldo says, "I have a small tote of random wires and cords for electronics." I have no idea what was Yeah, we might have to do a ones and twos. Hold on. Let's get the ones and twos together. I haven't done a ones and twos in forever. The ones and twos, you guys, is this is going to be interactive. If you're watching live on the chat, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 options. If you have a bag of cords somewhere in your house, put a one in the chat. Oh, hold on. If you have a bag of cords somewhere in your house and you have no idea what they go to, put a one in the chat. If you have a bag of cords and you know exactly what all of them will go to and they're all labeled, put a two in the chat. And 3 if you don't have a bag of cords. I bet everybody's got a bag of cords that they don't know what they belong to. So 1, 2, and 3, let's get those going. And I'm going to read through the rest of these. Yo, more people just showed up. What up, E? You know my favorite editor of all time, Eric. What up, E? E says, I have a junk drawer, a junk closet under the stairs. After you kicked Harry Potter out, that became a junk closet. Harry came home. What happened to my room? Well, need a junk closet. I have a junk drawer, junk closet under the stairs, and an old slide projector case where I keep all the random AV connectors. Because one day you're going to need them. I call Shogun. What up? I call says I have an entire junk dresser. Though the bottom drawer is sacrificial, I just got a couple of washcloths stuffed in there for the cats to play with. Duke says, "Yep, bunch of cords and dongles, pause and whatnot in the junk tote." D Fish calls it my office. So fun. Matt says, I've got one of those Allen wrench sets, like a pocket knife full of 12 wrenches, and I still keep those random. You got to keep those randos. Bill says, oh, the ball security Allen wrenches and eyeglass tweakers paws are worth more than gold. I remember at one point, because almost everybody I know wears glasses. And when you go to the supermarket and they used to have like, in the impulse uh, case, sometimes they'd have like a little set of like a eyeglass kit. So it might be like this really thin screwdriver, and then you could like unscrew the back of it, and there'd be like extra little like screws in it. Like they're tiny enough for you could lose them under your fingernails. And then it might have like a cleaning cloth in there, and they're always like $1. I would just buy like 30 of them because I'd lose them the second I got them home if they even made it home. And Steve's talking about Game Hole Con. I got to get back to that. D says random screws, parts of modular screwdrivers, old 3D glasses, cords that go to 25-year-old zip drive. Yeah, we could talk about I Omega all night. Yo, Trey, what up, Trey? Trey Dub. Yeah, I have a little junk drawer of random batteries and screws and stuff. One of the best things I got, Trey, was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. It was a battery organizer. You can probably find them like in Aldi's or something. That's one of those things. If you're actually looking for it, you never find it. But it's a battery organizer, and it's got slots pause for different size batteries. But then one of the coolest parts is a battery tester in there. You can pull that out, and you basically just put the battery in there, and like you make it kiss the contacts, and the little John goes and tells you if the battery's still fresh. It's the smartest thing that I've owned in a long time. So when you take batteries out and you're like, but they're not dead, but they're not fresh. Well, should I throw them out? I'll throw them in the junk drawer. You never see those batteries again. So battery organizer changed my life. All right, let's get to these ones and twos. So, guys, can you tell me what I said? I forgot already. One was you have a bag of cords and you don't know what they go to. And two was bag of cords, but you do. And three was nah, no cords. D Fish, cords no home. Duke cords no home. Bill cords no home. Trey cords no home. I think I touched a nerve, you guys. Matt says one, but it's a giant plastic tub. How do I put all the ones in here? 11. I had, yo, look, oh, Bill. Well, Bill, that says something about you. So is this cord like, is this bag neatly curated with like labels and stuff on it? Paul says shoebox. All right. Oh, El Jamal, he has to break the code. 4. I have chords. I know what they go to, and they are not labeled. I'm good with that. With this could be like some sort of really weird Japanese game show. You could put me in a room with a floor full of power cords or like AV cords to video game systems, and I know exactly where all of them go. Like, oh, this brick, this is a Nintendo 64. Oh, these little thin joints, these are always PlayStation cords. This is a PS1, and it's got the little like when you go to the dentist and they put Mr. Thirsty up in you, it's got this little joint like that. I know all of that. Chris, what up, Chris? Yo, first sip of the night, sip of coffee for my man Chris Mariano. You thought we weren't going to sip. Oh, we going to sip. Get your sippers up, you guys, for my man Chris Mariano. One of the brothers. I'm an honorary brother. I'm a brother and a brother. I'm a double brother of Chris and Mark, the Leaping Mariano brothers. Sip of coffee for Chris. Oh, and Chris had a birthday. It was a while ago now, but say happy birthday to Chris. All right, Chris said, now I gotta go find it again. Sorry, Chris. Where'd it go? You said something. Oh, okay, here it is. I have 4 boxes of cords. I don't know why. 1.5. I know what most of them go to, just not all of them. So do you have cords and extension cords, or do you keep the extension cords? Because now like a lot of us are homeowners and stuff. You might have outdoor cords. And we could even talk about this because Halloween just ended. And I know some of y'all had inflatables in your yard, or you had those, the exterior cords and all of that. And do you even keep that stuff? Oh, here you go. I'm all over the place, you guys. But if you if you do decorations outside of your domicile, do you keep those cords with the rest of the stuff, or do they go back in the cord bag? Because I think that's a quick way to lose stuff. Because when you get all this stuff set up, and you're like, I know there's a because it goes to the what? Where is it? And then you wind up going to Lowe's and buying the stuff all over again. So what do you do with seasonal cords? Yo, it may be November, but it's always July when my man Julian's in the building. What up, Julian? Trey, switch to YouTube. See, I told you. I remember that eyeglass kit. I had like 2 of them. I bet you don't know where it is right now, though, do you? Hello, Michael. How are you, sir? Cheers. Ronaldo says that screwdriver in the eyeglass repair set is trash. It was trash, wasn't it? But it's really hard to find a tiny little screwdriver. Like sometimes if you get like one of those toolboxes that have like the run of screwdrivers, like if you if you're like a dork like me and you might have built a computer once or twice in your life, those very special kits have like really tiny screwdrivers and sets. It's probably where you could find those. You couldn't turn it you couldn't turn anything, and the screws would always go everywhere. Yo, they should be magnetized. That's right. Those tin screws will ruin your eyesight. Sue says too, you have a bag of cords and you do know what they all belong to. Same thing with Mama Carla. Okay. Yeah, Trey, you gotta cop that battery organizer. Oh, hold on one second. I have it. I'll show you guys. I think it's just called a battery organizer. And this is one of the things I love about Coffee Break. There's no script. We just get on here and make magic. So I don't know about you, Trey Dub, and I don't know about all of you guys out here, but I'm sick of getting caught out there, you guys. When the holidays come around, and all of a sudden Suze goes into the other room and goes, I need 40 AA batteries. And you're like, what? Do you have 40 AA batteries? No, I don't have 40 AA batteries. You got to stock up, y'all. And I know batteries are mad expensive. You play that game with cheap batteries, and it's just, us Gen Xers who grew up knowing the value of a good brand name battery can attest to it. So, when I'm thinking about it, I gotta cop. I gotta get like a bulk of batteries. But anyway, here's the battery organizer. See, I'm kind of low. That's why I got more battery. So it comes in. They have different ones, whatever. But this one should have a latch on it. It doesn't close, which is weird. So it's not the best design. But it's not going to keep every battery you own in it. But it's enough. As if you have your junk drawer and you're like, Shh, didn't I buy just when we buy batteries, put them in the thing. And like I said, and then also, when you have to do weird things, like you bought a LED pack and you need these little weirdo batteries, where you're going to put those. But the coolest part about this is the battery tester. So it fits to whatever battery you have, and see, there's the contacts, and you just put the John in there, and it goes. It tells you if it's fresh. If the battery is weak, throw it out. Don't be like me. Don't keep batteries thinking you're going to go back to them and use them, because If the battery is kind of bad, you're not gonna go back and you can't mix and match them. Yo, Ben says two bag of rando cords. Bill says all the power supplies are labeled because otherwise it's bad times in the lab. Look at Chris getting love in the chat. That's what's up. iCall says, "Oh, we should get some inflatables. That'd be great. Put it out by the tetanus shed, so it's just out by itself." I don't, I don't have inflatables. There's some people that I know that do that. I don't know what you do with them the rest of the year. I guess you just like stuff them in a bag and you put them in the attic. I don't know. But I didn't grow up in a neighborhood where you're doing that. But some people, like if you could have a block where nobody's doing anything, and there's one where there's like 30 Dr. Seuss things going on, and there's a snow globe with the snow popping out of it. I respect those people. Yeah, you know. There's nothing worse. It's like Doc Brown and Back to the Future. He's like trying to put the joint together. I need it. I gotta go to Lowe's. And it's like the defeated walk of shame. You're like walking in there like, oh, I messed up. Yo, Fletch in the building. Let's give a round warm of applause to that no good dirted gum hustler. What's up? No D&D tonight? I feel honored, Fletch. Oh, also give a shout out to Fletch, Pack Rat and Thunder Bunny. Well over its Kickstarter goal. You still have time to go get on the good foot. Yo, I see more people just showed up. Everybody tell Fletch what he missed. Uh, yo, Jeff, what up, Jeff? Shout out to Oh Yeah Muncie. Say hello to Dr. Christie for me. Battery organizer, but it still goes in the drawer. Well, it's also this thing. It's kind of like there's something else I learned. If you have a battery organizer and then you stash it somewhere where nobody can get to it, and then you turn into like the battery person in the house, like, where's the battery thing? Like, take it out the closet. Let's take the thing out. That should probably live somewhere that's accessible to everybody. What up, JRD? JRD. Oh no, no, notorious, Rios. Uh, yep, we good, bro. Good to see you, Matt. We do have 40 double A battery. That's why you're the man, Matt. Matt, do we have 40 double A batteries? Yes, we do. One stop shop, Matt Ringo. Paul Pate says, Jamar, I have an entire closet dedicated to electric football junk. My wife fantasizes about leaving it on fire. Speak to me, damn it, or we're going to throw you in the fire. That's fantastic. And probably, and all you guys know, our man Paul Pate is the king of electric football. The aluminum sheet platform, and you click on the power, it goes, and Jim McMahon scampers for a 40-yard touchdown. Then you turn it off, and then you kick the field goal. What are some of the things that happen in electric football? Do the switches go bad? Because some of you guys probably have old sets from like the 70s, right? Or you can just buy a new one. How does that work? Ronaldo says, doesn't the battery cartel tell you not to mix types in age of batteries? Or else your stuff will blow up? With that, like when you're told not to remove the tag on the mattress? You know what? I've learned, like, if batteries are almost to the way, I just get rid of them. Because once you put them down, even if you like put them in your pocket, you know how we are. You just can't throw it away. You'll do everything but to throw it away. Yeah, El Jamal says I need one of those. Mine is a cardboard box. Rayovac batteries are like the fruit stripes of gum. You get like a strong 7 minutes out of that, then it's over. Oh, E, look at you being responsible. I mostly use rechargeable batteries so I don't have to keep so many on hand. I remember I was a big rechargeable battery fan, but then I felt like I was recharging them more than using them. I knew it. So good. Wait, why am I? No, I'm not dancing. Oh, JRD can't hear. Why are you? I think isn't there closed caption on the YouTube? Oh man, I hate those trips. Bill says, "Oh, you become the house with the inflatables. It's a step up from the house with flagpole and a 24-hour light on it." Jeff says, "Anybody keep batteries in the fridge? Is that still a thing?" Yes, in my old apartment, we kept batteries in the fridge, but you know what? I haven't done that in a while. Can anybody debunk that? Any fact checkers in the room that can tell us if that's better for your batteries? That's great. Um, I don't know how we got a strong 30 minutes out of talking about batteries and junk drawers, but yes, Jamal, coffee check. Thank you. I have to say, guys, a second ago, I think we hit a new total. If we look at the Jerry Lewis tote board, I think we have almost 30 something people watching live right now. I never get that. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. So hold on, Jared D says we miss you, Trey. Hold on, there's so many trays. I don't know if this is our tray. I know that we've got a couple of trays that hang out with us, but I don't know if this is somebody wake up Hicks video over tray. Identify yourself. Nice. All right, be safe, JRD. All right, coffee check. For you guys who have never paid attention this long, coffee check is when somebody in the chat asks to find out what's in the cup. So you saw the graphic at the beginning of this where um, one of my really cool interns a couple of years ago made me these graphics. So there's only four of them. There's 100%, 75%, 50%, and 25%, and then I never showed this one because I just turned the video off. So I am going to ask you guys during the coffee check phase to guess how much coffee is in my cup. You can go, you can go below or above what it is, and I'll just try to guesstimate. And keep them coming. I haven't sent anybody the null prize, but they exist. I have some over there. The people that get the closest to what I have in this cup will get a null prize. Got to keep a running tally, you guys. I'm good for it, but I'm just horrible with mail. Let's see, what else did I miss? Oh yeah, all right, Trey. Trey, who met JN at the Phillipsburg Comic Con, who was seeking sage wisdom from an artist vet. Trey, good to see you, man. Thanks for showing up. I believe that you've been on a couple of times. Good to see you, my man. $1. All right, Paul Pate says 50%. Matt says 40. Carla says 30% coffee left. The crew of the Argo have 4 days left to save the world. El Jamal 30. I call 25. Well, I don't, man. We've been running our mouths, haven't we? Anybody else want to get in on this? I'll give a couple more minutes for anybody that's interested, and then I will do. Trey says a half a cup. Man, I've been sipping on this for a while. One day I'm gonna see somebody who's like doing ticks every time I take a sip. We even did one sipper with my man Chris Mariano. All right, is that it? All right, you guys, let's do it. This is the part where we reverse Drake. You know what reverse Drake is. Sorry, man, I got to take you off the screen. We started from the top. Now we're here. Chris is 22.5%. All right. Yo, what up, Marshall? It's good to see you. You know the rules, bro. If once my cup is empty, video over. All right. Good to see you, Marshall. I would say, I would say 25%. Anybody that got 25% on the nose gets a knob prize. Anybody that was adjacent, let me know and I'll help you out. Good job, you guys. How much fun was that? Bill says, batteries in the fridge. Hold on. I got too many graphics. I got graphics. Batteries in the fridge used to help if they were rechargeable, aka the old nickel cadmium ones. Alkaline batteries are best in regular temperature, but hot temperatures do kill batteries charged quicker. Yo, thank you, Bill. Somebody needs to take a screenshot of that. I had no idea. I had no idea. That's really cool. All right, you guys. So let's talk turkey for a second. No, not Thanksgiving. We're not going there yet. Um, we just got through Halloween. Um, Halloween's turning into one of those things where everybody is so excited about Halloween that in the street you say things to people like "Happy Halloween," and then once in a while somebody's like, "I don't celebrate Halloween." I'll give it to you, man. That's one of my tricks. I'm glad you caught on to that. Um, is anybody in the chat not? And I don't want to say a Halloween person because it's whatever, but it's almost like I guess maybe Christmas, where say you don't actively care about it or celebrate it or whatever, but maybe you like to see the kids happy, or maybe you like Mariah Carey songs. Just saying. Does anybody go all out for Halloween? Did anybody have a super cool Halloween party? Did you go to a Halloween party? Did you run out of candy? Do you have a block where nobody comes on your block? Pause. What a sad block. Or you buy like a bag of candy, you wind up eating it yourself. Let's discuss. And then after this, I'm going to do a ID, and then we're going to talk about um, what's coming up uh, later in the JNN Jamar Nicholas Network. Bill says we can all agree on one thing: the homes that gave out the full size candy bars were legend. There's a person in my block that does full size candy bars. Bless them. Duke says Halloween is my favorite holiday and has been for a very long time. Can't stand parties, gatherings in general, though. Gotcha. And unfortunately, we're too far out in the boonies to get any trick or treaters. Oh, I saw some people still who haven't really reconfigured themselves to like post COVID trick or treating or Halloween distribution. Like there's still people who just like uh, they'll put a thing, they'll put a bowl of candy on the step and just like close the door, or they might put a sign next to it that says "Take two pieces," and that's you just giving people the green light to just dump that whole jar in their bag. Um, Anybody else? Trey says, I mainly do it for my kids, pumpkin farm and stuff. Very cool for memories. I definitely will enjoy the candy. That's what's up. And guys, this is the year we're not going to talk about our favorite candy. We've done that way too many times on Coffee Break. D Fish says, we decorate the house, go to a karaoke costume party, a fancy costume cocktail party our town's art council puts on. And I love dressing up as something spooky, scary to freak people out at the house. That's what's up. Yo, you do Halloween. You be Halloweening. Like Ice Cube, we be clubbing. You be Halloweening. Paul says in your neighborhood, there's always some dad passing out drinks to parents. I will say that I saw several dads walking down the street, like hugging an IPA, and I was just kind of like, Do you need to get drunk taking your kid down the street getting candy? I don't know. I'm just saying. Bill says a ton of trunk or treats this year in the burbs. Not the same. Trunk or treats a thing. Um, I kind of I don't want to say I don't get it. I get it, but so if you do trunk or treating, that means your kid's not going out hitting the neighborhood. Is that how that works? And it's also you might as well just tailgate if you're trunk or treating, right? You know, because we'll fry up some brats, chef up some kielbasa. You know what I mean? Anybody else want to share? All right, if not, we'll move on. But I do know this that I started stockpiling candy like a month ago. I wasn't that. What is it? Like August, the candy's out. Like I'm not doing that. But also, maybe we need to discuss this. I feel like everything's expensive. The rent is too damn high. But I feel like Halloween candy just like jumped over a threshold. Like, why is a bag of nerds like $25? You kidding me? Even if you got to hit the $1.25 store, that might kind of help out. But the bag's nothing but air. Mama Carla says too crazy this year. You noped out. Too crazy. E says we live a few miles outside of town, so no trick or treaters, and our kids are too old now. I celebrate by watching Young Frankenstein. We just watched that a couple of weeks ago. So good. But and oh, you know what's crazy is that I was kind of like messed up that Young Frankenstein came out in the 70s. For some reason, I thought it was an 80s movie. I think it came out in like 78 or something like that. Yeah, Bill, tell him even the Costco joint was $20. I was even for a second, you guys, I was on Bezos, like, "Can I get candy? It's expensive over here." I was looking for a come up. This man, that's ridiculous. Yo, they price gouging, price gouging. They were price gouging out here. It's nuts, man. And then, so that does that make you be a little more cautious about how much candy a kid gets? Also, this is funny. Some other things that I noticed. I've noticed that some young people on my block, some young homeowners, kind of give kids choices. Like when the kids come up, they go, "Take what you want," and they're like, hands up in the bowl. Get your hands out my bowl. Are you kidding me? Young Frankenstein is that old? That's crazy. Thanks, E. I knew it was. That still surprises me. So, Young Frankenstein is almost 50 years old. Do you believe that? Fletch says we don't get trick or treaters, but my parents can get over 500. How do you count them? 500 kids. We go over there to help out with candy. Does anybody have to do an emergency run to the like Walgreens to get more candy? El Boogie says I'm in Canada and there was snow on the ground. Every kid got a handful of little candy bars and a Kool-Aid jammer. You're the man. You giving out Kool-Aid? That's what's up. Ronaldo says, I wasn't home. I'm also a soccer ref. I was refereeing a sectional final that went double overtime. And then penalty kicks, two red cards. It was wild. They get home about 10. Yo, that's wild, bro. But also, what's funny is that there are a lot of teenagers out, and I don't mind that. As long as they're respectful, they generally don't dress up, but somehow they have pillowcases, and they just kind of show up at your house and they mumble a lot, and I'm just like, you know, what's the phrase or whatever? They just like they just like grunt at you. Here, Oh, this is funny. So this group of girls came up, and one girl was just wearing this giant orange. It almost was like a grimace costume. It was just like a giant orange tarp that she was wearing, and the face was cut out, and she had those sunglasses. And she was like, "Yo, trick or treat," and I was like, "You're a flaming hot Cheeto," and she was like, "How'd you guess?" That was funny. Also, there was a Scott Pilgrim in my neighborhood, and I was like, "Yo, what up, Scott Pilgrim?" And he was like, "You're the first person that knew who I was." I'm like, "Come on, man." That's right. Get this candy out of here. But yeah, I had just enough for the Cité. I'm glad I didn't buy more, but I bought enough. Fletch says, "We counted by knowing how many pieces of candy are in the bags, and then how many bags get counted out, handed out. People from outside the village bring kids in just to walk their streets. Street walkers." So you're just kind of like candy for you, candy for you, candy for you. I'm kind of generous with it. I'm just like, here, let's take it. And then also, like the kids don't have any rhyme or reason in our neighborhood. They'll go, "Ooh, go over here," and they'll just like walk past my house. But they're like, "Ooh, come over here." Or once in a while, like a group of kids will go that way, and one kid will come over, and I gotta bless them. I'm just like, they get blessed when they make the effort. Fun. All right. I'll do two IDs. I'll do an ID. I gotta do a Sue's pose. Man, I gotta keep up. Is Sue's still here? Did Sue's go to sleep? Sue's, please come forward. It's time to give tribute. I forget how many fingers. Give tribute to Sue's. Uh, El Jamal says, "My high school math teacher lives in a neighborhood that gets what? 1,500 to 2,500 kids? She actually has a counter and she keeps stats." Of course, the math teacher would be keeping stats. He's just like, "That's really what? That's a lot of kids." Ronaldo says, "You don't hand out Leon stickers." No, you know what? Last year I had a bunch of Leon swag that I gave out. I had those little Scholastic sketchbooks that were really cool. And I didn't just give them to everybody. Sometimes you can always tell the art kid. Um, the little kid would come up and I was like, "I know what you need." And then I go, bloop. And the kid would be like, "Whoa." And also, this is funny. I saw a couple of kids, and you know how kids know who you are, but you don't know who they are. A couple of kids were like, "Oh, he came to our school," which is fun. But I didn't have any swag to give out this year. And it's cool. Like I think I was hooking people up. I think kids got Leon sunglasses last Halloween, and I had a lot of stuff. I had a lot of those sketchbooks, and I'm not giving out books though. Paul Pate says, "One kid this year, you should close your house. It's cold out here." So he's worried about your heating bill. That's right. You can see him. And then, and once in a while, those people will come back. Or the one of the kids I gave a sketchbook to came back again, and his dad was like, "Thank you so much." It's like they remember. They were like, "Thank you so much for that. He loved it. He filled it up, and he wants to draw all the time." Yes, that's what it's all about. Trey says that Scholastic sketchbook is a dope size, right? Glad I got those Leon sunglasses. Yeah, yeah, well hidden for my daughter. I don't, there's no more. I even asked my rep, I was like, "You got any more sunglasses?" Like, "We don't have any more." That promotion is over. So if you got some, hold on to them. They're really good glasses too. I don't know if we're going to do something else like that for Worst Friends Forever. Who knows? I'm not sure, but I have some ideas of my own uh, that I think might be really cool, and I'll let you all know about it if it goes forward. I don't want to tip my hand yet. All right, cool. Hey, I guess Suze isn't here. Matt, what happened to Suze? Did she go to sleep? I can't do a Suze pose if she ain't here. So, all right, I'm gonna do an ID and see if she resurfaces. And then Wow, how did I babysit this cup of coffee? You're watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN. Yes, that is me. I am him. He is me. Most of you know that I am a Philadelphia born and raised expert cartoonist. Not only am I handsome, I'm also your internet best friend. I go by many names, you guys. I have so many names. Sometimes we got to put them on the screen. Duke, I got to do the John soon. I have so many names. I think I filled this up, and some of them I changed. But you guys in the chat, real quick, put down some of your favorite JN nicknames. Uh, it's funny. I can't think. Oh, let me move this. You can't see it. Sometimes I just kind of forget because there are a lot, and I forget what I said, or I don't have one keyed up. But some of my favorite ones are Black Dusty Roads, John Luke Picard. That's a classic. Nobody likes Kevin Scrapple. Johnny Carson is a fave here. Johnny Five. Philly Donahue. Did that make this list? Yeah, that's number 15. Johnny Five. But Captain Scholastic is also a favorite. And my man Ronaldo, I'm the administrator of this facility. They're all so good. Let's leave it at that. And I'm also a cartoonist. But what happened? What happened here tonight? Why? Why are you on my screen? Well, you guys know that being the head of the JNN Jamar Nicholas Network, I bring to you good people edutainment, infotainment. Every well, in some fashion, every week on the internet, I'm doing something beyond running an enterprise over here. See what I did, John Luke? I also like to run my mouth. So the whole gimmick of this grand show is you get to hang out with me, cartoonist Jamar Nicholas, and watch me drink coffee around my mouth. And when I am out of coffee, somebody wake up here. Also, another shout out to Just Do Coffee, our sponsor. That's right, I have a sponsor. How wild is that? Wild stuff. My man Reggie Byers, Reggie Byers, super famous comic book artist, also Philadelphia legend. Shout out to Reggie Byers. Decided he was going to do a coffee brand. Just Do Coffee is the name. I love what he's doing. He's got custom comics with his characters on it. He's got merch. The P and Dubs got all the merch, y'all. What are you doing? Stop fronting. Go help out my man and just do coffee. JustDoCoffee.com is the name. You know what to do. Tell him JN sent you. Tell him Large Marge sent you. All right, you guys, what's going on in the chat? Yo, ring the bell. That's good stuff, Paul Pate. You got it. Elton John is good too, but I like Magic Johnson. Oh, so good. Duke says, I can vouch for the merch. It's good quality. I use the mug all the time. Very cool. John Cena. I love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Paul Pate says, this has been lit. I love it. Yo, FR, no cap. Yeah, shout out to Reggie. That's so good. Ronaldo says, John, you just throwing stuff at the John Cougar Mellencamp is pretty good. Shane Sean and John's. All right, you guys. That's too much. I think Magic Johnson is going to make it. I like John Cougar Mellencamp. That's right. Oh man, that's so good. All right, our numbers are dropping, you guys. You guys got an hour, a strong hour, and then that's it. Before we wrap up, because I'm running out of coffee, I wanted to just say right now, Pencil to Pencil is taking a bit of a break. One of our members, Mike, is recovering, and just in respect of him getting better, and also that Steve and I are also busy. Everybody's busy. We are on a hiatus. I have a very special guest that I just landed, and we're probably going to have to rally and come back for a special episode at the end of November. And I ain't going to tell you who it is, but I could tell you who it is, but then you would know who it is. But I want you guys to make some guesses because you know my influence out in these streets, and you know the kind of people that I'm always shouting out and pointing out when I do my stuff. I'm not telling you. It's a me, El Jamal. No, it's not El Jamal Walton. Um, but I'll let you guys know. But I love doing all this stuff. And then hold on, Trey Dub says, "Has Mike Hawthorne?" Yes, check the archives. And some, you know what, for a lot of people, they look at pencil to pencil as a live thing. Oh, there's not on, and not knowing that we got like a crazy vault. We got a crazy, at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the top men are creating up the ark and they go into that's the pencil to pencil vault. We got so many jewels in there. Just go back and watch them. It's not like they go bad. They don't get spoiled. It's not milk. They don't spoil. What do you think you turned his name into an action? Do you think you could? Do you even Mike Hawthorne, bro? That's so funny. Yeah, we did a really great episode with Mike on the YouTubes. For some of you guys who don't know, before we started doing YouTube, we were doing Facebook. So the first video at the beginning of the pandemic, I think it was like April of 21, we started doing Facebook Live. And then we jumped on the YouTube, so they both run concurrently. But there's more episodes in the archive on the Facebook page. So there, and that's also when we were like shooting for the walls, swinging for the fences. That's when we were doing 2 episodes a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And there was no structure to these shows. Like we were on there for like 3 hours talking. And there was a point I was like, we we can't do it like this. We got to fix this. So I started adding like time stamps, even though we don't really honor them all the time. And just even looking at the numbers and people's attention spans, like you just can't talk that long. I mean, we could. So, and some guests from that there's a fantastic Walton Weasley episode the Simonsons were on, and I think that was like 3 hours and 20 minutes. But it's not on YouTube. You got to go to the Facebook joint. But yeah, yeah, that's what we're having on. D Fish says got sick a few weeks ago and had to binge something like 10 episodes of a weekend. Give me some highlights of that. What did you not maybe what did you learn about it? Because I'll say this all the time. I love that we have guests, but we don't need guests. Real rap. We don't need guests on P2P between myself, Mike, and Steve. And I think the series that we have been doing for the last couple of months has been fantastic, talking about the modern cartoonist. What else do you need? But D, give us some takeaways from you marathoning pencil to pencil. Paul Pate, maybe it's Paul Pate. Come on, you guys. But yes, we've had a whole bunch of people, and I hope you guys at this point aren't like, "How'd you get that guy?" Because come on, y'all. No, it's not Brett. That's a good. That's a good. That's a good. guess though. It's not Brett Blevins. And I'm not, you know what? Unless somebody says exactly who it is, I'm not even going to give you an answer. But also, if you love what you're seeing here, you can always come on over to the Big Win and join my Patreon. That's right, I do have a Patreon that is slowly shrinking, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Um, for the price of a dirty chai latte, you can join my Patreon and get more exclusive content. Speaking of Mike Hawthorne, do you even Mike Hawthorne? You can watch over, I think the next one is 90, over 90 episodes of It Ain't Hard to Tell, the exclusive world premiere Q&A AMA podcast between myself and superstar comic book artist Mike Hawthorne. You'll only see it there. You could get your membership and just play those for like 2.5 months and be good, not even knowing there's more stuff. So come on, what are you doing with yourself? Correct your actions. Fix your face. That's right. Tell him, Ronaldo. I'm never surprised. You know everybody. I don't know everybody. I know a lot of people. That was not difficult to discuss. Indubitably. Trey says, I've been slacking on that show with you, Mike. Damn shame. I need to do that. Yo, do that. Get in on that. Carla says, working on a song project. Gotta go, brother Creative King. Caught you soon. French. Good to see you, Mama Carla. Have a good night. All right, you guys. I'm going to start wrapping this up. I'm running out of coffee. This was really fun. Like I said, I've been trying to alternate this. So every other week we do a coffee break. Just to kind of things are heating up here in the studio again. I'm on the boards. I'm still at a point where I'm not like, but it's coming. Pause. The closer we get to the beginning of the year, the more the tide rises, and I want to be fair to myself. Because remember, self-care, hashtag self-care is important. And also, I love the numbers have been really good when I've been doing these bi-weekly things. So maybe this is a good fit for you. Are you guys enjoying the one-off, one-on-one weeks so far? Let me know. Ronaldo says, my favorite quote from the last It Ain't Hard to Tell is you saying, I'm a YouTube nerd. I'm a giant YouTube nerd. I love YouTube. I pay for YouTube. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I'll pay for it. I don't watch TV anymore. I'm a YouTube guy. Thank you, Bill. He's on the mend, and we'll give all our love. And he's good. He's recuperating. He's back home doing his thing, but also just everything takes time, right? And you don't need to be like podcasting on top of getting well. That's right, fortnightly. What did I say on this one? Is it Fortnite yet? Paul Pate says, great show. See you in 13 days, 23 hours. I love it. Oh, D says, I love the panel psychology episode in the 6-part series on Khan. Was it 6 parts? Jeez. We're still not finished. I love it. Thanks, D. I appreciate you watching all of that. And there's, I think there's so many jewels in this stuff, and it's not just us running our mouths for mouth running sake, even though it seems like that sometimes. All right, you know what? I would have done a Sue's pose, but she didn't check in, so oh well. All right, Duke says it. Say goodbyes now, everybody. Get them in. Pause. Tell them, El Jamal. Good night, John boy. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all of your eyeballs and attention. There's so many things you can be wasting your time with, but this is never a waste of time. I have a saying. I don't say it here. I say it because I'm a staunch video game guy, even though I don't have time to play. I love the industry. I love everything it represents, and I will be a vanguard for enjoying your moments. So I have this phrase that goes, I stole it from someplace. A moment enjoyed is never wasted. So thank you for enjoying your time with me. Thank you so much. D says the Tawheed interview was great. Tawheed's great. So good. All right, you guys, let's wrap it up. I'll see you guys on the other side. For hold on for my Patronuses. I might do some Patronus chat after party. So jump on the app, and I'll see you there. Thank you, Trey. Come back again, man. This was fun. Oh, okay. We'll have to do more of those. All right, you guys. I'm getting out of here. Let's do it. Thank you guys so much. Let's go home. You've been watching Coffee Break with JN with your boy JN. Besides being Philadelphia's favorite son, I go by many names. Some are, you can't even see me because I'm John Cena. The captain of this ship, Jean-Luc Picard. There are 4 Johns. And also your internet best friend. What happened here tonight? You got to hang out with me and my caffeines. You know who you are, caffeines. Friends of regulars, not decaf. And we chopped it up into a fine dice. But now that I am out of coffee, you know how this works. Oh, and no mouse droppings. Aren't you proud of me? See you in 2 weeks.